Hey everybody, Derek here, and here to bring you another video for our Walking Dead countdown to the Season 5 premiere. We are exactly 40 days away from the upcoming 5th season premiere on October 12th. Getting closer, getting real excited for this upcoming premiere. I really think they have a lot of great things coming. Definitely getting excited for it, guys. I'm really excited. I've been doing a lot of videos in order to help us count down, and today I was looking up some things on Walking Dead, and I found a brand new promotional poster, which definitely, for me at least, it indicated a lot about what the season might be, and definitely gave us a couple of hints. So I'm going to talk about it and give my thoughts on it in relation to the things that are coming up. Like I said, in case you're not caught up or in case you want to go in fresh, this video will contain spoilers, and it will contain like predictions that I have for the 5th season. Excuse me. So if you're not somebody who wants to get spoiled, please do not watch this video as it may contain spoilers. Okay, so the promotional poster is of Rick, and he's basically holding his Colt Python, his traditional 6-shooter pistol that he's had since the very first episode. And he said, and the caption down below says, "Hunt or be hunted," which for comic book fans is definitely a very big reference. As we know, Volume 11 was called Fear the Hunters, and it was based on some cannibals who were practically hunting down Rick and the group, trying to, take the group members so that they could be used as food for the hunters. And definitely, to me, that kind of indicates a little more of how this season's going to be. One of the things that we realize is that Terminus it's obviously going to be a little different from your traditional hunter, because there was only about 5 or 6 people in that group, and they weren't like a big group like this. And one of the things that you see about Terminus is they almost act in like a very religious cult kind of way. There's a lot more of them, but there have been indications that they do share some of the interests, kind of like the hunters did. And who knows? I think that maybe they do take people and use them for food. I mean, you hate to think about that in, a sick kind of way, but, when you're out of options, sometimes you have to turn to other sources, and, well, we are full of nutrients, and it is possible to eat us. I'm glad we don't, but it is definitely possible that groups of individuals would turn to that in order to survive. So we may have that kind of thing going on, and, hunter be hunted. Basically right now we have the group is trapped, literally trapped in this boxcar, and, the people at Terminus can do with them what they want. They can pull them out one at a time and, take care of them and serve them up for dinner the Tuesday night, next person Wednesday night. They have the ability to do that. And, the trailer does indicate that Rick's group does escape somehow, some way, or that they're released. And what I wanted to do was basically, because of the fact that they talk about it being hunt or be hunted, I kind of wanted to give my thoughts about the trailer, and maybe that the trailer is misleading us a little bit. Kind of like how the other trailers have in the past, some of them. Like Season 3, you were meant to think that Rick's group and the Governor's group were going to start feuding early on, and they intersected them at various points. And it turned out that, no, Rick was speaking to the prisoners. So, we didn't even get, a Governor-Rick interaction, well, at least not until the episode 8 when they went to rescue Glenn and Maggie. And then, of course, the Governor and Rick didn't actually speak face-to-face until Arrow on the doorpost. So they really, waited a while before they actually introduced that. So the trailer almost made it seem like right away we're going to have this conflict, and that's not the case at all. Same thing for this, same thing for Season 4. I mean, in that trailer, they kind of almost led you to believe that it was somebody attacking the cell block, or it was people that were doing the things. Somebody was sabotaging the group, which, I mean, kind of. You had Lizzie was actually feeding the rats, but it was a fluke. It wasn't actually, somebody going around and killing people and having them come up and attack. It wasn't that. It almost made you seem like somebody that they'd invited inside was, a dangerous person. It really wasn't. And they changed some of the words around, like, Rick said someone attacked the cell block in the trailer, and Michonne was like, "We're losing the war." They were talking about, like almost seemed like half the group left and half the group stayed. So they made like a lot of indications that made you think something was going to happen, and it really didn't. I think that they might be doing this now, and I think that seeing this Hunter be hunted caption, it's kind of giving us an indication that that's exactly what's going to happen. All indications seem to point to that there's a chance that Rick and the group might actually escape without the Garrett's support for this Washington mission, and they may get caught later. And I think that's definitely a possibility because you see like walkers inside of the Terminus area. At least it looked like they were in the Terminus area. Rick shooting a bunch of soldiers, things like that. For me, that could mean an escape. That they literally just, were smart enough to figure out a way to get weapons and let the walkers in, or maybe like that walker herd that we see in the third episode, or just another one in general, might break down the fences, and that's Rick's opportunity to go. So what we may have is Rick's group actually does escape, and the Terminus people are trying to hunt them down so that they can use them for whatever purpose they want to use them for. So it might not actually be that Gareth is actually working with them. It may not be that at all. Or it might not be that originally, and that might change. We have yet to see. But like even the scene because it almost looks like Gareth meets up with them at the church, Gabriel's church in the trailer, and basically says, we'll go to Washington together. Well, again, that could be a play on words. That could be him basically saying, okay, you guys give up now, and we won't do A, B, C, D. They may have like a lot of different ideas for the series. It may not even be that Garrett's working with them. It may be that he's working against them and hunting them down. And Rick's group is basically, it's like a cat and mouse game. It's like, okay, we're going to hit you and you're going to hit us, trying to, escape from that area and go to Washington. That's another indication of maybe why they want to leave the area, is when you have these Terminus people around there, it's going to be a dangerous place. And I really think that they have, like this caption, Hunter be hunted, really may indicate that Garrett's really not going to work with them at all. This may actually be an antagonistic relationship, and they just are able to escape either once or twice. Because to me, it almost seems like they get recaptured, potentially. I mean, I could see that happening. They break out and they escape, they go off into the woods, but then they get recaptured, or some of them get recaptured while others don't, and then they have to launch a rescue mission. I mean, I could see that going in many different ways. I think they have a good idea of what they're doing, but again, like just seeing this caption really kind of indicates more to me that we're going to see the Terminus people take more of the role of the hunters in the TV show. And it's really going to be about, them hunting Rick's group down, and Rick's group either trying to escape or, trying to hunt them down and kill them so that way they're not hunted anymore. And we may see some great crossovers from the comic book series. We may see a couple of scenes. I know I've talked about in one of my previous videos about scenes that I want to see. Perhaps one of them does get captured. We see what the Terminus people do to these people, because we really don't know. We have indications, but there's no actual proof of what they're actually doing to these people at Terminus. We don't really know 100%. Sure, they're keeping them in boxcars, and yeah, there's a part where they have Rick and the rest of the group leaning over. I think it was like a trough or something like that. Maybe, don't quote me on that. But again, you see these things, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's 100% exactly what they're doing. So we have yet to see that, but I really do think that now it's kind of a little more confirmed that these Terminus people are going to take on the role of the hunters, and we're definitely going to see them, track Rick's group down and either try to kill them or take them back to Terminus. I think they have a great concept going on here, and I'm really excited. So again, I'm going to bring this video to a close. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you all for everybody who subscribed and commented. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. And again, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them. Feel free to subscribe, and also feel free to leave any video topics that you'd like. Thank you, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.